In this video, I'm going to give you a very brief, quick overview of how to create a presentation in Google Drive. Most people, when they work in Google Drive, they'll go up to New, and they'll work either with a document or sometimes a spreadsheet. A lot of people don't ever venture to slides, to say nothing about all the more stuff. But for today, I want to focus just on the Google Slides. So I'm going to select Google Slides under New. The first thing I always do when I start a new project is I like to title it. So we'll call this Test Presentation. Okay. If I title it right off, I know it will be easier, at least for me personally, to find the project later when I need to edit or play it. So here you can see I'm in a basic template. It's very PowerPoint-like-ish, where it's asking me to add in a title and a subtitle. Okay, this is totally customizable in that you can take these, you can move them, you can resize them, you can add more text boxes, you can change the format, so on and so forth. And I'll show you how to do all that. You can see here it already has my theme browser up. So I could go through and let's say I want to add this tropic theme to all my slides. Probably need to move this back up just to make it look a little better. If I can do that. You can see it also gives me those little red guides that lines things up. That's very PowerPoint-ish like. I can close out my themes. You see here under More, I have my editing for my text. So if I want to highlight this, if I wanted to, let's say, left align it for some reason, I want to then go up and change the size a bit, and I wanted to change the default color, you can do all that. So it has your standard text options, your standard themes, so on and so forth. If I want to make a new slide, I can click on the plus or on this down arrow. If I click on the down arrow, you can see how it gives me all the different formats for my slides. So if I want one that's just a title, one that's two columns, one that's a title and the body, I can do that. I'm going to start with one that's blank. So once I have a blank slide, I need to add my my options, my text, my photos to it. A couple ways I can do that. If I go up here, I could create a text box by dragging and then typing into it. If I go to Insert, you can see I can also select text box from there and add another one. And these text boxes are completely independent, and you're able to move, resize them, and use all of your other formatting options on them as needed. I can also add an image, either from the menu bar here or under Insert an Image. A couple options I have. You can see I'm on the Upload option. So if I choose an image to upload, it would take me to my desktop where I can then select an image to upload it up, something that I've taken with a digital camera or obtained from another online source, something that I've scanned possibly. Or you can see there's options for a snapshot, a URL, or it will sync with my Google Drive. There's also a search option where you can look for a photo right from your project. So rather than going out, you can insert it right from there. So I'm going to add one more slide. This one I will do with a title only. I'm going to name it Video, and I'm going to actually insert a video just to give you another option. You can see for the videos, rather than uploading files like you can do with photos, you have the option of either putting a YouTube URL in if you've already searched for it, or searching for it right from your Google presentation from YouTube. So you're a little more limited. So I will select that one and add it on. So here's my slides. At any point I can drag to reorder them. If I want to add a little more splash to my slides, when I click on slide at the top, you can see one option that I have is to change the transition. So right now, if I was to play my presentation by clicking present, it's just kind of blandly clicking through the slides. If I go up to slide and then I go to change transition, you can see here I can pick something so it'll flip from slide to slide or do a cube or whatever. I recommend this is one of the last things you do when you're working on a presentation. I always say content is king. Add all your content in first, your text, your images, and then add kind of the special effects later. So in this case, I'm going to apply it to all slides. You could do different transitions for different slides. Okay. But I think it's just easier to do the same one for all slides. So now when I play, you can see how it kind of flips. Now, like any other Google document, I can share it, I can get a link, or share it with specific people. For the link, you have the same options where I can share it with people who can view. I could share it if I have someone I'm collaborating with and they can edit it. At any point, once I'm done my project, in my drive I can always go through and find my project to edit it again, just like any other Google document. And that's the very, very basics of a Google presentation. There's definitely lots more you can do with backgrounds. If you go to insert, you can see there's things you can do with animation. You can add numbers to the bottom of your pages. You can do word art just like you can in a word processing document, but this should be enough to get you started with your presentation.